Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we continue from where we stopped last time. So today we continue with solving quadratic equations using completing the square method. Okay, now, so the equation which I'll be solving now is this equation 2x squared, the same equation from the previous video, 2x squared plus maybe I should increase the font size. Okay, so the equation is 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. So since we have already solved this in the previous video, so we know that it is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, with our a equals 2, being equal to 2, our b 5, and our c equals to 3. Now, the first thing we are going to do is we divide through by the coefficient of x squared, that is by 2. That is, we are dividing by 2. Now, before I continue, let me explain, as the name implies, completing the square method. Completing the square method. Like, we are going to manipulate the left hand side in such a way that it becomes a perfect square. So that is, as the name implies, completing the square method. So we are going to manipulate this equation in such a way that we are going to have a perfect square. Then from there we get the values of x. So the first thing we are going to do, we are going to make sure that x does not have any x square does not have any coefficient. So to make the coefficient of x to be 1, if the coefficient of x was initially 1, we don't have to do what I want to do now. But because the coefficient of x here, x square here, is different from 1, so we are going to do what? Divide through by the coefficient of x square. We want to make sure that the coefficient of x square is 1. So we divide through. So that will give us 2x squared divided by 2 plus 5x divided by 2 plus 3 divided by 2 equals 0 divided by 2 actually. This should be, okay, let me, okay, that should be equals to 0. Yeah. Let me do this. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now equals to 0 divided by 2. Equals to 0 divided by 2. Equals to 0 divided by 2. And 0 divided by 2 will still give us 0. So that one is not important. So this give us what? This will give us x squared. So when 2 cancel 2, we are left with x squared. So this one, x squared plus 5 over 2x plus 3 over 2 equals to 0. That is the first step. Now after that, we collect like terms. We are going to collect like terms. Collecting like terms, that means all the terms that have x will be on the left hand side, and the term that does not have x will be on the right hand side. And that means we are going to move this 3 over 2, we move it to the right hand side. So we are having x squared plus 5 over 2x equals minus, because it was initially plus here, so it becomes minus 3 over 2. Next, we divide the coefficient of x by 2. That is, we divide 5 over 2 by 2. Now, the coefficient of x here is 5 over 2. We are going to divide it by 2. So this will give us 5 over 2 divided by 2, which will be what? 5 over 2 divided by 2 over 1. Then that will be 5 over 2 times 1 over 2. So to divide the fraction by another, we multiply the first fraction by the inverse of the second. So that's 5 over 2 times the inverse of 2 over 1 is 1 over 2. So that's what we have here. That's 5 over 2 times 2 over 1, which will give us 5 over 4. Then next, we square the results. So the result of dividing, the result we got when we divided 5 over 2 by 2, which is 5 over 4, we square it. So that will give us 5 over 4 square. Removing brackets, that will be 5 square over 4 square. That will be 25 over 16. So the next thing we do now, we add the result to both sides of the equation. Now we have squared half the coefficient of x. We add it to both sides of the equation. So that means On the left hand side, what we have is x squared plus 5 over 2x. So we add the 25 over 16 to it. And on the right hand side, we have minus 3 over 2. So we add the 25 over 16 to it. So we have this. Now we solve the right hand side to get, so we solve the right hand side so that these fractions, addition of two fractions, that's minus 3 over 2 plus 25 over 4. So what are we going to have? We have the LCM, which will be 16. That's what we have here. Now 16 divided by 2 will give us 8. 8 times 3, 8 times minus 3, that's minus 24. Then 16 divided by 16, that will be 1. 1 times 25, that's 25. So we have minus 24 plus 25 over 16. Then minus 24 plus 25 will give us 1. So the answer is 1 over 16. So that means we have everything becomes x squared plus 5 over 2x plus 25 over 16 equals to 1 over 16. So we have solved this right hand side to get 1 over 16. So the left hand side is here, x squared plus 5 over 2x plus 25 over 16 equals to 1 over 16. Now, the left hand side, what we are now going to do is, the left hand side now, which is x squared plus 5 over 2x plus 25 over 16, if you observe, if you study it very well, you notice that it is equal to x squared plus, in this 5 over 2x, we have 5 over 2x is actually 2 times 25 over 4x. That is, now remember we said that we want to have we want to have a perfect square. This expression now is a perfect square. Why? Because if you check this, you will see this is x squared and this is 5 over 4 square. Now this is his perfect square. This one also is a perfect square. And this middle is actually 2 times the value, the square root of the value that is here. And the square root of this value is the 5 over 4 that we squared. So 5 over 4. So 2 times, this 2 times the 5 over 4, 2 counts 2 here 1, 2 here 2 will give us the 5 over 2 back. So this expression is the same thing as this, which means that this expression is actually x squared plus 2 times 5 over 4x plus 5 over 4 square. This 25 over 16 is actually 5 over 4 square. So you can see that we have, this is A, this is B, so which will give us x plus 5 over 4 square. From the identity, A plus B square will give us A square, which is x square, plus 2AB plus 2 times A, which is times x, times B, which is 5 over 4, then plus B square, which is 5 over 4 square. So that's what we have there. So our equation now becomes x plus 5 over 4 square equals to 1 over 16. And if you look at 1 over 16, 1 over 16 is also a perfect square. 1, that is the square root of, and 1 is a perfect square, and 16 also is a perfect square. We take the square root of both sides. That means the square root of 5x plus 5 over 4 square equals the square root of 1 over 16. And then, so we have taking the square root, so this will give us x plus 5 over 4 equals plus or minus square root of 1 over 16. That is, x plus 5 over 4 equals to plus or minus square root of 1, that is 1, square root of 16, that's 4, plus or minus 1 over 4. From there, we have, now what we are now going to do is, let me say here we collect like terms. So we move the 5 over 4 to this side. This will now become x equals to, the 5 over 4 moving to the right hand side becomes minus. That's minus 5 over 4 plus or minus 1 over 4. This leads to x equals, now if you have minus 5 over 4 plus or minus means we have plus, we have minus. So we are going to separate them here. That will be minus 5 over 4 plus 1 over 4, or x equals to minus 5 over 4 minus 1 over 4. That is, now if you solve this, this will give us the same denominator 4. That will now be minus 5 plus 1. So that will be minus 4 over 4. That's minus 1. Then we also have here the LCM is 4. 4, that means we are going only to carry out the operation of the numerators. That's minus 5 minus 1, that's minus 6. Minus 6 over 4 is what? 3 in 6. 2 in 6, that will be 3. 2 in 4, that will be 2. So by simplification, we have minus 3 over 2. And if you check this answer from the previous, you will notice that that was what we got even when we used factorization method. So completing the square method, this is our answer is still x equals minus 1 or x equals to minus 3 over 2. Now, classwork, using completing the square method, solve x squared plus 5x plus 6, okay, equals to 0. Equals to 0. Equals to 0. Okay, so now that is that. So drop your answer in the comment section. I will attend to it. Now the next thing we are going to be doing is we want to solving quadratic equation using quadratic formula method. So we are still going to use the same example so that by the time you finish solving, you will know whether you are correct or not. The answers must be the same since it is the same example. So solving quadratic equation using quadratic formula. Now we are solving 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. We still need all these constant, which is a equals to 2, b equals to 5, and c equals to 3. Now the quadratic formula says x equals minus b plus or minus square root of b squared over square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now this formula, how did they get it? They got it by solving the general form of the quadratic equation using completing the square method. What do I mean by that? The general form of quadratic equation is let me go back to yes, the general form is of quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. Solving this general form using quadratic completing the square method, that is what will lead to the quadratic formula. So you are going to get x. Solving the general form using quadratic, that one is in further mathematics. Maybe when we are going to be doing do that in further mathematics. So that's what will give us x equals to minus b plus or minus square root of all of this. Now, so let us substitute for each of the letters. So we are going to, in our equation here, our a equals to 2, our b equals to 5, our c equals to 3. So we are going to substitute. So minus b, that will be minus 5, plus or minus square root of b squared, that will be 5 squared, minus 4 times a, our a is 2, that's minus 4 times 2, times c, which is 3, times 3, everything over 2a, which is 2 times a, and our a is 2, that's 2 times 2, everything over 2 times 2. So that will be x equals minus 5, plus or minus 5 squared is 25, minus 4 times 2 times 3, that's 24. That's 25 minus 24 over 4, which will give us minus 5 plus or minus square root of 1 over 4. And square root of 1 is 1. So this will give us x equals minus 5. Let me do this. Let me increase the font size here so that you can see it. For those that are using phones, it may be too tiny. Okay, so that's, yep. So this is bolder. So we have x equals minus 4 plus 1 over 4, or x equals minus 5. Minus 5 plus 1 over 4, minus 5 minus 1 over 4. So that's, this will give us minus 4 over 4, or minus 6 over. So 2 here, 4 here, 1, 4 here, 1. So this is minus 1. And 3, 2 here, 3, 2 here, 2. So x equals minus 3 over 2. So you can see that that's what we got here when we use completing the square method. X equals minus 1 and x equals minus 3 over 2. The reason I'm using the same example is that so that you can see that the method doesn't matter whether you use factorization or you use completing the square or you use formula method. If you are correct, you must get the same answer. So the classwork, using quadratic formula, solve x squared plus 5x plus 6, okay, plus 6 equals to 0. Yeah, so and then I'm expecting your answers in the comment section, so I will attend to all questions in the comment section. So this brings us to the end of this. There is another method which is graphical method, where we will plot the graph to get the solution, and that will come in the next video. Thank you.